Winter slowly left the valley. The snow began to lose its hold. The temple wall still carried scars, but no longer felt so cold. You traveled far beyond the mountains, carried stories through the lands, speaking names the world abandoned, like treasures in your hands. At first there were only whispers, small sparks against the dark, a few forgotten voices gathering around a fading mark. Then one became another, and another after that. Hope never arrives like thunder. It begins as a whisper. If you still believe, then the fire isn't gone. If you still believe, then the night won't last for long. If you still believe, then the stars can shine again. Sometimes all it takes is one light in the end. The sailor spoke of ancient guardians. The children learned forgotten songs. The old stories returned to life where they had not belonged. I watched the heavens slowly brighten, constellations reappear, not because the gods demanded, but because someone cared. The names that once were disappearing found their way through hearts again, and every voice that chose remembrance became a friend to all the light the darkness thought it had erased. Faith isn't obedience. Faith is remembering. If you still believe, then the fire isn't gone. If you still believe, then the night won't last for long. If you still believe, then the stars can shine again. Sometimes all it takes is one light in the end. The god of oceans opened his eyes. The goddess of dawn returned with the morning. The keeper of storms left once more. One by one, not reborn, remembered, and I finally understood. The opposite of death was never life, it was remembrance. If you still believe, then the heavens are not lost. If you still Heaven was silent, no longer. The end.